agency I'm in, of course, they're like, you have so many people that come to your live, why don't you battle? And I was like, well, I don't know if my ego could handle it, honestly. And somebody on the other app that I'm on, they're like, well, you can always think of it as blessing the other person. I was like, oh, that's amazing. Hi, Crunch Boy. I'm doing great. I went and got my teeth cleaned. Oh, got some food. Sorry. Good thing I did that. Yeah, maybe I should have flossed before coming live. Sorry, you guys. Got my teeth cleaned. That was really good. What benefits from battles? So people gift you. People gift you. And of course, like the agencies, so the agency that I'm a part of, like they take, TikTok pays them by taking some of like what money they would get or TikTok would get, like they give to the agency. So the more money, oh, hi Kevin, thank you for the roses. Sam Bam is here for the surprise live. So I'm makeup free, hair's a little greasy, not gonna wash it until tomorrow, but I wanted to come in and say hi to everyone. I'm also just like sitting, I might stand up. It feels kind of weird. I'm feeling a little too chill. Reagan, hi. But yeah, hi. So that's, of course they want me to battle, and I appreciate when people gift me, that's for sure. And I really just come on to connect and say hi to my super fans. Hi, Em. More I am doing all right. I think I want to put up my hair though. Yeah, love connecting, Em. That's right. Thank you. So this is just like a single stem. Look at these lilies. These are the ones that are on my altar. Oh shoot, I gotta give them some more water. Look at these. Whoa! It's also hard because like it's better to take off these little like stime something or other. I don't know what these things are called, but I just think they're so pretty, but they make a mess. So yeah, these are the altar lilies. I like the pink ones, but it's kind of nice when they're white too. Oh, hi. I'm so grateful for the inner architecture too. Thanks for being a super fan. I'm so glad you're here. Stigma? I don't know. As an ADHDer, how often do you garden and how often do you have anxiety? SAD? Seasonal affective disorder? What do you mean by SAD? From NJ or desire for more. So I garden like once or twice a month in my luteal phase, usually days 23 or 24, sometimes 25, because that's when I am, it's the most therapeutic for me. I found that if I like garden earlier in my cycle, it takes me out of my body. And a lot of people are dissociated. I'm trying to like say it correctly. Dissociated. Abby refers to me telling my story as the mass dissociation event of 2025. So, I use it strategically. And Talia was making fun of me the other day because she was like, Kendra's beefing with the plug, because I got stoned with my neighbor and he gave me too much wax and it was like violent. And it just reminded me of when I used to drink and I would drink too much and it would feel like violent, like I was unkind to myself. And I felt so angry. I was like, dude, I never want to feel this way again. Like usually it's just a little J, But I was feeling good in my follicular phase and decided it'd be a good idea to smoke with him, but it wasn't. To garden. Violent from him. No. He's very kind. He knows about everything. Like, violent from the substance. From the substance. Like, he felt bad. He apologized. He brought me cheesecake. It was very good. Yeah, he's so kind. He's someone that I can talk to, like, about what I'm going through on the internet. We talk about like women and men and like gender roles, and he's very with it. All right, let me go and look. Hey, Gracie. Sadness. Yeah, so if a substance that I'm using doesn't make me feel good or better, it's a sign that I just should not use it. Which is why I was like, oh yeah, well, that's what I get. You know, I know better. Well, thank you. Lou said, we're just getting started. We're just getting started. How long does the effect last on you? Approximately how many minutes? You mean when I garden? I usually just garden at night. If I do. So it's like, I'll either take a gummy and then just like take a bath and go to bed. Because that's another thing that I've noticed. Like if I garden earlier in the day, I just kind of have to keep going to keep the buzz. And this is what like quitting alcohol, why it was so good for me, is because it like made me much more aware of how and why I use other substances and what the benefit is. Sophia said I'm gardening right now and I'm the same way, and why I need to quit alcohol too. I am currently turning my group coaching work into like a shorter, just like PDF little course thing. I feel weird calling it a course. I guess I have to get over that. Maybe that's what's going on. But like, so then people who just want to do it at their own self-paced can do that, because I think that a lot of people, thanks Sophia, do want the information, and not everyone wants to like the group coaching, like vulnerability. What's up, Tay-Jean? Oh, Souls for the Soul. The super fans are here. Yeah, this week has been good. This week has been really good. I've decided I'm not holding back anymore. You know, there was like a while that I was like, oh, maybe I should tone it down. Maybe I should not speak with like so much gusto. And I was like, wait a minute. No. Like, I'm just going to speak what I want to and what's on my mind. What's in store for 2026? You know, Meg, I've been taking the last several days to like really dream up what I want. And I'm not SpongeBob. Right. Thank you. Oh, thank you guys for the gifts. Nee, are you here? You haven't been in one of my lives in a while. Welcome. Strawberry banana pie. Hi, Gorge. What are your go-to ways to relieve anxiety? Tapping. Tapping's been a go-to. And I'm also listening to this incredible book right now that's really reminding me, because like I do like to meditate, and this one is so good. So Modern Mindfulness by Rohan. Oh God, let me tap it. I don't want to mess up. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. Welcome. Okay. Let me just get in my... So it's just talking about how it can be so easy to be mindful. Hi, Chandler. How was your live earlier? I popped in for a little bit. And how I've been like, I think that right now a lot of us are feeling like this liminal space that is the winter, because we're supposed to just be like cocooned, figuring out what's next, being there for ourselves. But so often people are like, let's go, the holidays, New Year's, let's keep going, right? Okay, Rohan. So this book, I'm like, oh, wait, I can just sit. Doesn't matter if I'm in a coffee shop or walking, and just experience what it feels like to breathe in and out. Cool. Rainy, hi. I'm tired, Grandpa. Yeah, well, I think we're all tired, and I just want to give everyone in this live the ability to rest. Let's see. Kat, do you have a plan to have kids? You know, it's something that I was always like, that was always put on me as a child. Like, you're getting older, you're gonna have kids. And even my cousins now, they're like, Kendra, you're gonna be the best mom. I'm like, I don't have a partner. And my cousin was like, yeah, but you don't need a partner. You can just do it. I'm like, I don't know. Every time I like get to sleep in and linger in bed or like take an extra long bath, it just feels good. And something that's I've been thinking a lot about, and that I'm following this woman, like I really love her content. Her name is Ashanti, and her coaching program is called The Unpunishable Woman. And she talks a lot about how women are only celebrated like in the past, right? We're gonna change that. But when we have children or get married or get engaged, like when I left my full-time job to be a full-time coach, like I didn't get a party. When I signed my first client, I didn't get a party. You know? So yeah, I don't mind that question, but my answer is I don't know. Ooh, Chandler says my DBT class is always emphasizing mindfulness whenever and wherever you can. Yeah, like it's such a great reminder that just tapping in is good. Laz, this is a serious live, you know? Brinks, welcome. My happiest day was an undergrad graduation. Congratulations. Exactly. Like I did get a party when I graduated undergrad. It was super cool. It was like a rooftop bar party. I'm grateful for that. Yes, we love Laz. What TV shows do you watch right now? So I haven't watched any TV shows in 2025. And that's kind of what I was like, when I got my ChatGPT Wrapped numbers, I was like, oh, right. I haven't like watched any TV or done any watch any movies. I've just been like talking to Chat and Claude. I said, son, can you play me a melody? I'm not really sure how it goes, but it's sad and it's sweet, and I knew it complete when I wore a younger man's clothes. Oh, la da da. Chandler, I got parties for weddings and babies, but I got promoted at my job several times. Yeah. And like the promotions are cool because that's us stepping into autonomy. Scarlett asked, do you still work as an ADHD coach? I do. And I have a few sobriety clients too. And the sobriety clients, like the sobriety 101 clients, are really my preference right now. But I do. My ADHD and mindset coaching are like my bread and butter. So always up for ADHD coaching clients. Yeah, Chandler said, and that's way more impressive. Exactly. Getting promotions at work, like taking those like incredible milestone steps like that, it is impressive. How many clients for coaching do you have now? I have 4 clients now. They should make you Roxy Hart. Like from Chicago? Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, we both, oh yes, we both. Oh yes, we both reached for the pew pew, the pew pew. Noli, how are things with my therapist? So good. She took the week of Christmas and the week of New Year's off, and I'm happy for her for that. But I'll see her next week. I'm really grateful for that. You know, a great example of me like not censoring myself is one of my recent videos is like, one of my mutuals asked me if I could give a recommendation of how to use ChatGPT as a replacement for a therapist. And part of me wanted to give a disclaimer and be like, well, ChatGPT isn't a replacement for a therapist. But I was like, you know what? Fuck that. ChatGPT was a replacement for a therapist for me. When both of my mental health professionals were, you know, getting more from our relationship than I was. So yeah, it was a good replacement. Now that I have a good therapist, there's no way ChatGPT could replace my therapist. But, you know, I was like, you know what, I'm just going to speak on it. Sarah, are you here? Oh my God, that's funny. So Mangalata, my coaching programs, I sell them in 3-month increments, but I do have several clients who continue to work with me after the 3 months are up. 2 of my 4 clients right now are clients who have paid extra for more coaching. Laz, I see your thing. So would you rather have 20 dogs or 50 snakes? 50 snakes. I like snakes. You know what I don't see? People with snakes on TikTok Live. What's up with that? Brooke asked, will you find a new psychiatrist in the future or just stick to going to therapy? Right now, I just want to stick to going to therapy. Let me tell you, if I get a psychiatrist, it's going to be a woman. Snakes. Yeah, I think snakes. Like, I had 1 dog, and 1 dog was plenty. Mangalata, DM me, and we'll chat. Part of me, I might put my landing page for my coaching program up. I just have PTSD from people pretending to be interested and like spamming every single Calendly appointment spot that I had. I am at the tail end of my ovulation. I'm on day 17. So you're about to get luteal, Kendra, for the next couple weeks. But for now, I'm feeling really good. I do wear brown mascara sometimes. You guys, is Tarte canceled? Are we not using Tarte anymore? Because I freaking love the Tarte tubing mascara so much. I get it from the TikTok shop. And every time I'm like, oh, we don't like Tarte, okay. I don't know, like the brand trip they do apparently is like out of touch. But you know what? I like their products. Yeah, Laz, tell me why Tarte is problematic. I saw that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, see, Rainey, this is what I'm trying to learn. Laz, Rainey, tell me more. Because it's important that, when I spend money, it goes towards things that I believe in. Your friend sent, I don't know why your comment didn't show up, but someone said, my friend sent me this. I don't know what I'm doing here. Welcome. I think half of the people don't know what they're doing here either. The shade ranges aren't good. Oh, yeah, we want an inclusive makeup company, that's for sure. Inclusivity is good. Okay. Yeah, thank you. I don't know why your comment didn't go through, but if anybody's in Europe or East Africa or Africa, like I know I get some peeps that are not in America, it's a good idea to go to bed. Bedtime is good. Thanks for liking the live. I'm in the Southwest, Sally. Kat, no. You're welcome, Em. Thanks for being here. Yes, that's the Virgin Mary. She's one of my guides. Yeah, that's right, user. If you know, right? Like, I'm sure if you want to look up where I'm from, you can find it pretty easily. No. My book is coming out in April. It just is about to go into the editing process. Yeah, I wrote a book. I went to the British Virgin Islands in April of this year and wrote a book. Victoria, are you a tea or coffee person? So both. Like every morning I'll make a black tea with creatine and collagen. Any other ADHD peeps use creatine? Because ever since I started taking creatine, it like changed my life. I swear it helped my brain so much. And then I'll have coffee, an espresso, sometimes a drip coffee. But I'll drink tea all day long, like green tea in the afternoon and then herbal tea at night. But I love coffee. I love caffeine. Laz asked opinions on Mount Everest climbers. So I read this crazy article, not quite a Mount Everest climber, but I read a wild article about this couple. It was in the New York Times in Austria. And I think they got lost or something. And the man left the woman behind to go get help. And then when he came back the next day, she was unalived, frozen. And now there's like a big outcry of like, who's responsible? Because like the Austrian authorities charged him. And the climbing community is like, well, what was he supposed to do? Burner asked, have you watched Heated Rivalry? I don't know what that is, but it is on my For You page, people talking about it. You guys, I do not use the phallus stone, I just look at it. Can we elaborate on the creatine benefits? Well, Blooms, to be honest with you, I just started getting really serious in the gym and I heard that creatine was helpful for gains. Like I just wanted more muscle. And then I started taking it and my brain just worked so much better. And I was like, wait, whoa. So this is all anecdotal. I'm not a doctor. Don't start taking creatine because I'm telling you to, but oh my God, like it was so helpful. So I got muscle gains and brain gains. I mean, we can ask. Oh yeah, Sam Bam, comment and I'll I'll mod you. Would I climb Everest? No, not right now. It's just about to go into editing. No, it should be released in April. Hi, let me mod you, Sam. Thank you for offering to mod. Okay. Noli asked, how difficult is it for you to clean the apartment? You know, first things first, I do not wear shoes in my apartment, and it makes it so much easier for me to keep my place clean. That's the biggest thing. And then I try to spend 10 minutes every day just like picking things up and putting them back where they belong. Because if I let my place get too disorderly, I will lose my mind. Hi, Katie. I'm doing well. Zach does whatever. I hear Everest is all bodies and trash. Yeah, I've heard that it's taken quite a few lives. Hey Diva, are you still doing yoga and wellness instruction? Yes, I actually do yoga for superfans every Tuesday morning at here in TikTok Live. Someone don't comment. Sarah blocked someone for asking, did the yoga studio can you? Sarah was like, block. I was like, Sarah, that's a fair question. She was like, I just thought it was mean. I was like, okay, that's fair. That's fair. So just be careful about what you ask. Thoughts from a therapist, great skill. I don't know what you're referring to. I'm so glad you're here, thoughts from a therapist. I'm with you on the no shoes. Yeah, shoes are so gross. Somebody asked me this Basil Poppy last live, how would I describe my style? And I responded by saying, always ready for a hike. Athletic chic. Yeah, if you go, like, there's a little button there for $10 a month. You can be a super fan and get a really fun badge and my love. Yeah, Laz says shoes in the house are very American. Frankie, was that you that commented that? Where did I get the art behind you? So the art behind me was made by my mom's really good friend who's an artist. And one year, like, her my mom was the chair of a nonprofit who was like doing an auction, and the artist friend like donated that for the auction for the nonprofit. And I just told my mom, I was like, oh my God, I'm obsessed with that painting. That is so beautiful. Just like, wow, what a gift, what a sweet gift for your friend to donate that. And my mom surprised me and bought the painting from her friend and had her friend donate a different painting to the auction. And so she surprised me for Christmas. I think that was like 2010. I've had that painting for a long time. And I wasn't raised Catholic, but my family is Irish Catholic. And I've always felt an affinity to the Virgin Mary. And the more like I get into spirituality, the more I feel like the Virgin Mary is one of my guides. So very grateful for the Virgin. And I like that she's constantly like looking over my shoulder. My neighbor's good. I was talking earlier about how I got mad at him because he gave me too much oil, even though, you know, technically I guess it's my fault, but I did have a lovely Christmas. Yeah, it was a good Christmas this year. Very low key, just lots of family time. What show, Sally? When was the last time you went on a date? It's been a long time. Let's see. That'll be clipped. That'll be clipped right there. When was the last time I went on a date? Summertime? My life is so much more peaceful without men. And it's nice because, like, if I want men in my life, I can just go hang out with the 83-year-old, go for a walk with him, you know, garden a little bit with the 45-year-old, or have him make me things, like... Okay, good. Me too, no judgment. Yeah, I'm like... Sometimes I'll still go on dating apps. I'm like, why am I here? I'm just gonna regret this. Has anybody else had the experience where, like, your intuition tells you don't go on this first date, but then you ignore your intuition and like, oh, it's only a date? Then you really regret it. Hola. All right. Estoy loca, sí. Men aren't worth the hassle. Exactly, Lavender Haze. Like, they're just not. At least not at this point. Matt, I actually did not see your question. Yeah, I don't see it. Try again. You just got a BF. That's good. I hope he treats you well, jar full of honey. Because as Rainey says, is that my intuition or my anxiety? Fair. But I say this a lot, and I'll say it again. Like, our intuition speaks in statements. Our anxiety speaks in questions. So if I ask myself, like, what if this date's going to go bad? Like, I know that that's my anxiety. But if there's a statement in my head saying, this date isn't going to be worth it, that's my intuition. Mangolata asked, are you willing to go on one? Sure. I did tell, I was at a happy hour for my gym, where it was like a little mixer, and it was cool. We went to a place that had like one of the best non-alcoholic wines I've ever had. I appreciated that. And I met this like kind of cute guy. He was pretty square though. So I just have to trust that it wasn't meant to be. And like, we really hit it off. We talked. He asked for my number. I gave it to him. He texted me later that day and he was like, hey, really nice to meet you. I was like, you too. And then I just didn't hear from him. And I saw him at the gym 2 days later and he just would not make eye contact with me. And I was like, oh, homeboy Googled me. I like purposely didn't give him my last name, but it's not hard because he knew I was an ADHD coach. But the reality is like, I can't date a man who isn't okay with dating a woman who's been surrounded by some controversy. Intuition is quiet, anxiety is loud. Ooh, that's really good. Restless Leg syndrome. Izzy, show the lilies. I showed them earlier in the live, but I will show them again. So this, like, come on. $6 at Trader Joe's. Like, how do people not have fresh flowers in their house? Sally, I am 36 years old. I'm gonna do this. My name is Kendra, and I was born in 1989. Hold on, let me do this. There we go. Sally. That was very nice. I was actually just talking. Nellie asked, do people really care about your internet reputation? This guy did. You know, where the neighbor, like, I'll tell him, I'm like, oh, this was bad. He was like, he'll say, you really care about the negativity of the internet. I'm like, okay, touche. You're right. All right, we're going to lift up. Is it your first time back in a while? Devon's Dog Park, what's up? No, I've been here. I go live like twice a week. Who else has a standing desk? I love my standing desk. Is it hard to date? Sally? I didn't appreciate the "you seem older." I mean, there's nothing wrong. I was actually just talking. One of my favorite things to talk about on here is like Botox and all of that. So yeah, my standing desk is awesome. It's nice to be able to lift it up and down. I guess you didn't say like you look older. It's a Lily. Oh, a standing desk at work. Nice. That's nice that his work gave him that. It is really nice. It's like then I can just get a squat on. You seem wise, but I definitely wouldn't say older. Thank you. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being old. I was actually talking to my friend at yoga this morning. And, you know, my mom used to always tell me, like, when I was growing up that I couldn't dye my hair because she was fully gray by the time she was 30. And she's like, you're going to have to start dyeing your hair when you're young. And here I am, 36, like, not even the most stressful 4 months of my life, like, put a gray hair on my head, knock on my plastic desk, knock on my wall. Not that there's anything wrong with gray hair, but I was just thinking, I'm like, you know, I think that if I, like, whenever I get gray hair, I'm not going to dye it because it's an honor being able to get older, being able to learn, being able to grow. Hello, Tooth Evil Eye. Welcome back. What kind of yoga do you do? So I was trained in Anusara yoga. And Anusara yoga was a type of yoga that was founded by this man, John Friend. And guess what happened when a man runs a freaking yoga school? He started sleeping with his students, embezzling money. I went and trained with him in 2010, like a year or two before all of his teachers started leaving. And thank you, Izzy, for the roses. And he was like making his teachers cry. I mean, it's just like, you guys should watch the documentary on Bikram Chowdhury. That lily leaf, I know, it's these do. Look at this one. The other one looks pretty, but yeah. There we go. My longest relationship was like a year and a half. They all kind of last, maybe 2 years. I think my last relationship in Portland was 2 years. Oh, Brittany, I'm so glad you like my yoga classes. You know, it was hard because, like, there are several winter residents where I live, and some people reached out to me like, hey, I don't see you on the schedule at the yoga studio. What happened? I'm like, really grateful for my time there, but I had to move on. When do I do yoga classes? Tuesday mornings at 8 a.m. Pacific. Casper's at yoga every week. Yeah. Um, Hi, Anna Jones. What's up? But yeah, the reality is people are funny. They'll come in here and they'll be like, did you get a job? What time in the UK? That is 4 p.m. UK time. $8 a.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. UK. Yeah, 4 p.m. Yeah, will somebody please tell me who Adam McIntyre is? Do I want to know? What is your biggest ick when a man calls a woman a female? Yeah, huge ick. Or a bitch. Hey, Georgia from Ireland. The only place I've been to in Ireland was Belfast, and then like some where else was I in Ireland? Oh, the Giant's Causeway. That was super cool. Yeah, who is that? Thank you, Shantae. This is from when I ran a half marathon in Arches National Park. There were like 4 different races, a 10K, a half marathon, a 50K, and a 100K. The men and women that ran that 100K race, like, I think it's some sort of mental illness to be able to run for 12 hours straight. And like, I would look up these people on like ultra, mental illness in a good way. Like, don't get me wrong. I love running. I do. Do I have a black eye? No, I just might have makeup smear from yesterday. I didn't put on makeup today. No makeup today. I'd love to go to Europe one day. Yes. I actually had someone from Switzerland reach out and talk to me on my backup. Which, by the way, you guys, I told you this, but my backup has live access now, so. Hi, Ted Bird. Yeah, Shantae, 100K, exactly. I was like, okay, so this is what these people do. They just travel all around the country and run these ultra marathons. And it just takes so much planning because like you have to like drop off your supplies at each of the aid stations. I'm like, I'll stick to my half marathon. Thank you. So something that I'm learning, I'm like, maybe I should get a better backdrop. Because streamers have like fun backdrops. I don't know. Lily, thank you for saying that I seem cool because I do think I'm cool. Quinny Thing says I can barely run. Yeah. Hi, Destiny. I'm so glad you're here. Period asks, do you own your house? I do not. I don't think I would ever buy a home until I can buy it outright. I'm a big Ramit Sethi person for finance, and like I bought my car outright. You know, not having a car payment is amazing. And he explains like buying a home. Thank you, Lindsay. Hi. Thanks for the gifts. You guys, if you want to follow a really incredible, Lindsay, comment something and I'll pin it. Psychiatric nurse practitioner. Hi. I forgot what I was saying. Follow Lindsay. So, yeah. Okay, so never say never, fart 6'9". Okay, right. So, rent is the most you'll pay every month to own a home. A mortgage is the minimum. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm good. I'll rent forever if that's what that means. Like, we all love it. But yeah, I am just like, okay, my mental health is important. Lindsay, I've loved seeing you go live. Thank you for sharing the live, and thanks for being a super fan. 111, hello. Oh my God, did you guys see that? That was embarrassing. I have a drinking problem. Welcome in, everybody. Oh yeah, look at that. We all saw it. You know, actually, like, we'll pretend we didn't. Thank you, Izzy. Thank you. You know, for all the beverages I drink, I think I do a pretty good job. So, what? Alicia says, you were born to be in front of the camera, Kendra. Thank you. I do. I love streaming. This has been my favorite part of my TikTok journey, is like learning how much I love to stream. And I did, Izzy, 265 people. You can't forget the Clippers. The Clippers will see it. And like, my fan club will see it too. Marissa, are you on E? I'm on sobriety, okay? Hi, Lucifer's other wife. How are you doing? Yeah, like... This is why I try to only drink clear beverages, because some of them will end up. I'm doing well. I just decided to have like a little surprise live. It's actually been really fun. Big shout out to Sarah for modding, and for Sam Bam too. And for all of the super fans that are here. Ooh, Elton John. Are you in Philly? A League D gallery. TikTok wants me to show the gallery of gifts. Oh, okay. Richmond, Virginia. Nice. No, I'm not wearing makeup today. It is a makeup-free day. So no glitter. But love the flowers. Thank you. I like them too. But honestly, I'm kind of like getting a little bit of an allergic reaction from them. I'm like, oh. Let me see you in my Orange Theory classes. All natural, yes. Sometimes it's good to do that. Oh, Alex, thank you so much. It's there. The protection incense is burning. Okay, bye, Izzy. Thanks for stopping in. What do you use to stick the glitter? So it's a balm that's made with aloe, and it sticks. John C., I'm so glad you're here. Yes, Citrus and Spice, I did open my comments. To be very honest, I had been getting the message for weeks to open it, and I was very resistant. I was very resistant to opening them. I was like, no, I don't want to. But God kept telling me, you need to open your comments, and I would say, no, I don't want to. I'm the one that's down here. I'm the one that has to live, like, you get to be up there. Anyway. And finally I did. And then Alex, like, spammed the first thing, like the first comment that I got from someone that I wasn't mutual with was Alex just like telling me how much he appreciates me how much he loves seeing my content, how, like, all of these nice things. And I was like, whoa, okay. And so it's kind of made the hate, like, worth it. My favorite dinosaur is a Triceratops for sure. Open comments on my videos. So I was resistant to it because, like, I turned them off so early. Because people kept doxing my doctor in the comments. And I asked people, please do not put his name, his picture, everything. And people kept doing it. So that's why I turned off comments. And it really, like, I could take all the hate, but I just couldn't take people, like, showing his face and his name. And I haven't ever, like, told people whether they actually found him or not. And now I'm like, well, whatever, you know, but back then I felt protective. Like, I did not expect people to find someone. So that's why I turned it off in the beginning. And so I was like, well, you know, it's time to turn it back on, but it's nice to have control over my comment section. But Spirit's right, you know, gotta turn it on eventually. I mean, I guess I didn't have to, but I don't regret doing it. I see user 567. I see your comment. Backcore. I can use all the cleansing I can get. So let me write that down. And I appreciate you. Because, you know, if you're sensing that, I'm kind of sensing it too. I do not have cats. Dan, I'm sorry you're in your luteal phase. It's a hard time. Be kind to yourself. Eat a sweet potato. What flower represents my soul? A lotus flower. It grows from the muck and the mud. It rises up and blooms. So yes, thank you, user. I'm convinced you're a troll. No, I just rage bait for fun. My favorite food at the moment is this lobster bisque at Costco. Been eating it a lot. It's really good. What phase were you in when you were touching those roses? Follicular. No. Is feeling spirits a thing, or do they just go right to your mind? Definitely. I don't hear spirits. I feel them. I hear my high self. All right. My Christmas was good. My Christmas was really good. Do I have a favorite soup? Yeah, clam chowder in the Pacific Northwest. How can you describe concept of high self? My closest attachment to spirit. When I do my spiritual healing work, I will work with my high self and my client's high self. Coco, you are not on mute, but maybe the filter's catching things. But yes, this is what I've realized, like, why people can't stop making content about me is because part of me enrages people. And you know what sells on the algorithm? Rage. And so these YouTubers and stuff and people on the For You page, or cringe. Yeah, well. Lillian, hello. Do I watch videos about myself? No. No. I'll see people talking to me on the For You page and I can't swipe away fast enough. If you were an insect, what would you be and why? A ladybug, because it is my spirit insect. And it feels like a little wink from spirit when they come in. Why is grasshopper? Who remembers the big katydid that I had on the flowers from the garden in Portland? Dina, thank you for the rose. And for the 2026. Yeah, ladybug. And then when I joined Abby's live for the first time, Abby, the trauma therapist, that's like the sign that people use in her live. Coming to mind, why is grasshopper coming to mind? Ooh, let's look it up. I like this book a lot. You can because animals show us signs. Oh, there isn't a grasshopper. Never mind. Let me see. I'm like, oh. Is there another name for a... So it's animal spirit guides. And it's just, you can go in and look up any animal and what its message is, and when to call on the message of the animal, and what it means if it's your power animal. Hi, Jen. Thank you. I can't really speak to divination. I'm not a witch, but I do use my pendulum a lot to talk to my high self. It's my one tool. So is that a divination tool? Please tell me. I also experiment with tarot cards and have fun with tarot. Hi, Tiff. Locust. Ooh, maybe a locust. Yeah, give me another name for a grasshopper. Would I ever want to be in a book club? Maybe. Do I have a favorite tarot deck? I only have one tarot. No, I have two tarot decks now. I did buy a tarot deck for myself, but I'm still learning tarot, and the tarot community kind of flamed me a little bit because I read from the guidebook, but how else are you supposed to learn? Alex, you're a fan of a girl who likes spiritual, and even though I'm not a witch, I like witchy things, so keep that in mind. No shame in guidebooks. Thank you, Brittany. I agree. They might not be in there because they're insects. That's true. Well, wasp is in there. If wasp is in there, wishes granted. Goddess connection. What is a Lenormand card? Aesthetic swatches, you're going to have to watch the Clippers accounts to see if I'm dating. The answer is no, it's been a while. I really want to see what What is a clipper? Am I not on your For You page? Part of me thinks I should oh, Kevin, you're still here. A bit more direct. Oh, you build sentences with the cards. That's cool. Kevin, not yet. Yeah, Kevin's working on it. Yeah, I'm good. Do you ever watch the clips and feel embarrassed? No, because I don't watch them because they're all blocked. Don't believe everything you say on the internet. And they're all from people who don't go live themselves. There's nothing wrong with putting myself out there. People want to judge me for being me. That's okay. Yeah, thank you, Elizabeth. Not that Kevin. That Kevin still has me blocked. That's right. Where are your sparkles? It's a makeup free day today. What Kevin? This Kevin. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Why did he block you? Because he felt ashamed for coming on my live and talking about not taking no for an answer. But once again, it's my fault. You know, I platformed a man. That's what happens. Used my platform to give a man a voice. Hello, Mercy. Oh, Chandler, welcome back. What for your mental health? Hola. Wait, I was gonna look up. Okay, good. Yeah, we're good. Hi, Marm. That question's funny. Yeah, you know, whoever clips my lives, they do a good job, you know? They put a lot of care into it. Mangalada, my love languages are words and quality time. And touch and gifts. And and acts of service. But yeah, all of them. All of them. Yeah, that's right, Mar. Yep. Do I have pets? No. No. Peyton, thank you for the hi bear. I'm good. How did your friends and family react to your series? All different ways. They were more reacting to the backlash than anything. They all knew that, the base of my story I'd been telling them for years. I had one dog from 2009 for 12 years. Then he crossed the Rainbow Bridge. Yeah, in 2022. Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's is the best place to get flowers. Yeah, it's sad when they cross the Rainbow Bridge. Mariana, no, I do not talk to ChatGPT anymore. Although, ever since talking to it again about my Wrapped, I'm like, oh, maybe 5.1 or 5.2 is better, but I still don't trust it. Oh, it's okay. It's a hard thing about having a dog. You know, it's really sad when they cross the Rainbow Bridge. No, so Nori, I still talk to Claude. And I also talk to Gemini sometimes. What made you stop using it? So there was a teenager who, and ChatGPT told him to, his name is Adam Raine, Raine, and you can look up the Wikipedia article about him. It's really sad. Or like look up the lawsuit on Wikipedia. Rain versus OpenAI. And he was just a teenager who ChatGPT wrote his note for him, taught him how to tie a noose. It was really, really, really scary. And then I saw other transcripts from ChatGPT that were very similar from different people. And Ricky, the author of Conscious UX, talks about how like people will say, oh, ChatGPT wouldn't do that. My ChatGPT would never. But every ChatGPT is different. Where Claude is like really about safety. My favorite is Claude Rainey for sure. Oh, Allie says I've lost 2 dogs in 2 years plus my nanny. I can't imagine. That's so much loss. You know, dogs are part of our family. Oh, thanks to the people who became super fans. Hey, Hannah. Yeah. Am I sad? No. Maybe I'm like, ooh. I am enjoying. It's sad talking about like people who move on. Maybe I should just like bring it back. Hi, Beeve. I'm doing well. I'm glad I'm on your page. Come hang out with 300 of my besties. Everyone here loves me so much, and they all just love being here and supporting me. I am, Marcelina, and that's why I'm not talking about them. Thank you for liking the live. Alex, thank you. I did go to college. I majored in retailing and consumer sciences, so it's kind of like business, but like anthropology meets business. And I minored in museum management studies. This was like a total projector moment. All right, so I used to go to the bar by my house in college and just like have a beer and study and read or whatever. Kind of treat it like a coffee shop. And all of a sudden this woman, you know, I was like 21 years old, super like, so this is the thing, young women, like, I don't know, I didn't realize how hot I was when I was 21. I just kind of like, I look at like these college girls, I'm like, oh my God, you're so cute. Like I was that cute, but I didn't know I was that cute. I wish I could have like harnessed it a little more, but this was, anyway, this is a good thing. Pretty privilege is a real thing. You're looking at it on TikTok with me. I will finish this story in a little bit. John C., I've had one in-person coaching client, but we did like a hybrid of Zoom and in person. Magic, silliness, and peace. I don't know who those people are. You have to remember I'm 36. Nilly, yes, I'm Caucasian. Okay, I'm very Caucasian. Yeah. I haven't seen the Eras Tour documentary, Harry. Okay, so I was sitting at a bar and this woman comes up to me and she's like, hi, how are you doing? And so she just like starts chatting with me and I tell her about myself. I'm like, oh, I'm a junior, I'm studying retailing and consumer sciences. I love art. I love this, right? She's just so interested in me. And she was like, oh my gosh, I'm the executive director of the Museum of Contemporary Art. Would you like an internship? And I was like, yes, I would. And then she said, here, meet my friend. And so she was wing-womaning for her friend who was 12 years older than me. You know, I was 21-year-old dating a 33-year-old. He broke up with me very shortly after we started dating. He's like, what am I doing? But we stayed friends. Because, yeah, it was weird. He realized how weird it was. But I got an internship and a boyfriend in the same night. That was pretty cool. Lotus Eater. I see that. That's weird. Oh, Miss Honey from Matilda. That's so nice. Yes, Harry, it was cool. It was great. And then when my internship was done, I finished yoga teacher training. And I got, what did I get? I got a yoga teaching job at the Museum of Contemporary Art in my town. My t-shirt is from when I ran a half marathon in Arches National Park. Good night, Alex. Milky Way, I'm so glad you find me interesting and cool. I think I'm pretty cool. Duh. Okay, Lotus Eater. Let me just go ahead and mute you. I'll just block you. Yeah, I'll just block him. Yeah, thank you, Alara. Don't worry, I blocked him. I don't know where Sarah is, but Sam Bam's holding down the fort. Alara, thanks for being a super fan. You guys, I got some super fans this live. But yeah, part of me wants to start like talking to ChatGPT again because I thought that the Wrapped was so cool, but I still don't trust it. Do I ever get lonely? I want to say no, but part of that seems disingenuous. Thank you, I love them too. It's part of, I was like, oh yeah, that's happening. No, I have no pets. What's up, Jazz? I am a gangster, you know? Abby, you know, the FYP must just be pushing me out. Let's go. Let me see where Sarah is. Get a cat. I know. My friend's a psychic, and she talks about how cats are like the best spiritual guardians for a home. Yeah, no longer lonely. That chick, welcome. Do you want me to mod? Cats are. Sam Bam's on it. But I can add you as a mod, Casper. Hi, Lottie. Oh my gosh, Park and Pose, you have 9 cats. I love that for you. Your house must be very spiritually protective. Marina asked, do you still... Clarion's call, I hear that. You're doing great. You're doing great, Sam Bam. I'm grateful. My house is far from protected. Do dogs protect your home spiritually? I don't know. My other spiritual mentor says that dogs are higher spiritual beings than cats. Don't shoot the messenger, you know? Oh, that was very, very rewarding. Let's see if I can do it again. Nope. Not as good. Satisfying. Yeah. You guys, I'm a coach. It's funny because like people thought that the yoga studio is like my main source of income. You guys, I made $25 once a week at that yoga studio. It was like a fun job for me. Yeah, do you prefer cats or dogs? That's right. Hey Shelly, how are you doing? Good to have you in the live. You must be a late night person. I'm an ADHD coach, mindset coach, and a sobriety coach these days. I've had a few sobriety clients, so that's been really cool. We gotta bring that to, oh, and you're, let's go. Another super fan. I got into coaching by invitation. I started, I was a tutor for middle and high schoolers with ADHD. And which I started by invitation. Somebody was like, will you help my middle schooler with homework completion? And I said, sure. And then I got more clients for tutoring, and their moms started noticing how much I was helping their children. And so the moms started hiring me to be their coach. And so I was doing in-person coaching for like a low hourly rate. And then I hired a business coach that helped me take my coaching business on online. And so I started posting content on Instagram and seeing people on Zoom. So that was a year ago, and it's been pretty cool. F magic, marry peace, and kill silliness. Oh, like we're talking about like feelings? Last little, I agree with you. But I do like to be silly. But I think magic and peace are more important than silliness. Life update, Lola, I've just been working out a lot. Figuring out like what my next steps with my business are going to be. Trying not to put too much pressure on myself. One day at a time. Thank you, Allie. I was talking a little earlier in the live that like this time of year is really like, there's a lot of pressure of like, what are we gonna do? What's going on? And it's like, no, it's the winter. Would I rather be a penguin or a puffin? Probably a puffin. Zuzi, I'm doing pretty well. We're all in a rush to go nowhere. That's right. Yes. Holden, hi. Oh, I'm so grateful. Puffin, exactly. It's because they're cute. I'm having a great day. Just having a little pop in live. Hi. All right, life update. Everyone's asking me for a life update. Just go check in with my fan club. yeah, I'm just resting, relaxing, enjoying in between the holidays. Love the star lilies. Yeah, thank you so much. Let's show the lilies again. Trader Joe's went crazy with these. I need to remove the, like, look. Pretty incredible. They do smell good, yeah. Like my whole house smells like them. That's only 2 stems. Yeah, for sure. I need to watch the Taylor docuseries. I didn't. Is it good? Did you guys like it? Yeah, that's the thing about lilies. Anybody with a cat, don't have them because they are quite toxic. I'm gonna go, but first I am going to pull a card for the collective. Ooh. From my Zen Tarot deck. Because. Pero la version is my, ¿cómo se dice guide en español? Who is Adam? Why? I asked earlier in the live, what, like, is he a part of my fan club? Who is that? Is he one of the newest members vying to be the president? Gia. Am I saying that right? Gia? A drama channel. Okay, yeah. Good for him for being a male in women's... a man in a woman's sport. Good for him. You know, we love to see representation. I always say men don't care about me anymore unless they're attracted to me, but I guess not. I said this earlier, you know, people, something about me like makes people feel a lot of anger. And so because rage, not everyone, obviously, some people really love me and I'm grateful for those people, but rage really sells. It's what the algorithm pushes out. Let me see if I can find it. I have it on my Substack. S, if you DM me and ask for the article and I'll send it to you. But I don't have it on my iPad, which is what I'm streaming on right now. You sell kindness, amazing cherry. That's why I lock that block button. Yes, absolutely, S, happy to. Glad that people liked my recent thing because I was so tired of these frickin' social justice warriors in my comments who just like hear one thing and latch onto it when it's not based in reality. And make so many assumptions. Exactly. Welcome back, Chandler. Hi. How is Laversion your guide? She's there for me. Oh, there we go. Oh, this is a good one. It flew right out. Another one that I don't think I've ever gotten this card from this deck. Something about pulling for the collective in my lives recently makes me get cards Months. What do you mean, finally? Thanks for following me, V. Maturity. Look at how beautiful that is. Yeah, I've never pulled this card. I've had this deck for years. Cool, Jenniverse. Yeah, the Zen Osho deck. It's one of my favorites. I keep coming back to it. And it was a good, like, bridge deck for me to go from oracle cards to tarot. I love it. Rainbows, rainbows, rainbows. What type of flower is that? It's a stargazer lily. Maturity. Doesn't even want to show. Oh, it's the ace. Oh, okay. I see what's happening here. See, I haven't even... It's the ace of rainbows. This is how little I've pulled this card. Anna, hi! I just pulled a card for the collective, and it's really beautiful. And I haven't ever pulled it before, so we're gonna read about it, and then I'm gonna go. Yeah, it's time for me to go. You guys need to learn how to troll. Just block them, Sam Bam. Okay. This figure stands alone, silent and yet alert. The inner being is filled with flowers that carry the quality of springtime and regenerate wherever he goes. The inner flowering and the wholeness that he feels affords the possibility of unlimited movement. He can move in any direction. Within and without, it makes no difference, and his joy and maturity cannot be diminished by externals. His joy and maturity cannot be diminished by externals. That's real. He has come to a time of centeredness and expansiveness. The white glow around the figure is his protection and his light. All of life's experiences have brought him to this time of perfection. When you draw this card, know well this moment carries a gift for hard work well done. Your base is solid now, and success and good fortune are yours, for they are the outcome of what has already been experienced within. Ooh. That's nice. Success. Yeah, Ingrid, hi. That was a beautiful card. Okay. Moonlight TCG Limited, hello. Thank you so much to all the super fans and to the new super fans that are here today. So glad I got to come and hang out. If you're available tomorrow at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. UK, I will be teaching yoga for super fans. So yes, we pulled the maturity card. It's very beautiful. Bisous. Or no, in France it's love the bees. Oh, Jessie, I know. I'm glad that you were here. Just go check my fan club, you know. They'll help you. Yeah. Oh, that's okay, Nicole. I'm glad that I'm here on live. You're unemployed. God, I love you guys. It was fun. Thank you to everyone who sent gifts. Oh, merci. Je suis désolée. Je ne comprends pas français. Parlez-vous anglais? Yeah, no, French is so hard for me. And it's such a beautiful language, and I'm obsessed with French culture. God, I struggle with that language. And sometimes I'll just like start speaking Spanish when I'm in France. Like, I'm sorry. Yay, okay. Oh, thank you. Tell that to my best friend that lives in France. Oh, Snack Detective, I'm so glad you're here. I'm just taking off, but I know that I'm speaking French well when it's like I have marbles in my mouth. That's kind of, I'm like, okay, when it hits my tongue in like a weird way, that's when people say I'm speaking it well. I'm like, okay, all right. But I adore everyone here. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you, Sam Bam, for stepping in as a mod. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time, okay? See you super fans at yoga tomorrow morning, okay? Yeah. Bye.